Right, so there are a number of games I work on, kind of. This is Simi Garnet, I believe. You guys can see the channels for this. This might be a teaser, I don't know. Right, so this is the latest one I'm kind of working on, and I want to get done at some point. You'll notice version 2 at the bottom there. I do actually work on stuff, believe it or not. So this one, still quite programmer arty. I'll probably talk about this more in a text, but so it just sort of generates a map, and then once you get into these maps, play the Spire style. These are all individual combat. It won't look this bad when I'm done. This is just so I can see what layers are being mapped to. It's got really cool music though. And then over here, this is another game I worked on a while ago. This is Wilfred the cat. Everyone say hi to Wilfred. We love Wilfred. So Wilfred over here is a little puzzle game or whatever, right? And this is sort of my sandbox for like testing different puzzle mechanics. What does this one do? Oh, this one changes the colors. This one just resets them. This uses a shader to procedurally colorize this. The sprite for this tree actually looks... geez, where did I... Look, it's Wilfred. We love Wilfred. So that's the sprite for this tree, is this little pink thing right here. Right? And then a shader gets applied and does that. Some of this is just me faffing around with shaders. This is one that I don't think... Yeah, that one just crashes the game because I haven't actually finished it. Just off the puzzle mechanics I've sort of been working on that I sort of like put on hiatus. This is me testing a tile map. Over here, what else do I have going on? This is sort of like the sort of... So whenever you go into a battle on this one, like all these little points, it'll open up to a map, right? And this is sort of what I've been working on right now, is like what the battles themselves look like. This is just me playing with shaders. I just think it looks really cool. So I spent a little bit too long working on this. But as you can see, there is in fact a map here. It's quite dark right now. But, let me access this. I still need to work on the shader a little bit. It's not quite up to how it should be. And I'll set this to a 1. Alright, so, it's just a simple... Ignore the art. I'll maybe spin off some of the mechanics into a fan game before I release the actual main game. But this is not what Simi Garnet will look like. It's going to be robots and stuff, not Dune-style alien bugs. This is Buggos, if you want to check that out. Anyways, I'm not actually a developer for it. I just am friends with the dev. So here, you've got your sort of units, our little or swarm mother here. I'll go ahead and speed it up a bit, maybe even more. Right, and right now it just passed along, and it's like you've got your sort of what's it called? Oh, it thinks that's attacking something. It's like a lane battler, right? So these maps will have lanes. You will battle along them like this, right? Oh, it's gone back to being dark. Let me turn this. This is why. So right now the shader's a bit bugged, but it's fine. Then you'll battle along like this. I have a number. This is really satisfying, by the way. If you ever want to get into game dev, highly recommend looking into rule tiles. They are very satisfying. I've got other stuff, right? Like, here's Carl's Wrath. I believe you guys have access to that channel. There's a number of channels no one can access but me. Oh yeah, you guys can't even see Simi Garnet yet. Well, there's a spoiler. I'm working on a game called Simi Garnet. This is Shards of Wrath, which is what's it called? The sort of r/boss fight game or whatever, right? We can go ahead and look at that too. I'm gonna have to upload this to YouTube. It's gonna be too big for me to submit on Discord. This is really rambly too. Where was it? Carl's Wrath, right? It used to be called Carl's Wrath. Here's Sun God Carl. He is angry. I believe if you go into here and you type Carl, he will try to stab you. Sometimes. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he doesn't. Anyways, kind of a mess. Is this? Yeah, this is how I need to update the Unity version on this. But so this is Carl's Wrath or whatever, right? The sort of r/boss fight game. As you can see, I've played a lot of Slay the Spire in my time. We've got a sort of like status effects or whatever, like whenever I hit, it'll give me like it'll inflict infestation and stuff. Gives us a little combat preview. So this was working. I found that this game was really boring. That's why I haven't released it yet, or I've also paused development. What we can also do is if I go into the game controller here, don't worry, it's not going to be as scary as it looks. I'm just gonna edit a quick value. And this is gonna look like garbage. That's just how it is. So instead of being in there, let's change it to exploration instead of combat. As you can see, there are a number of things. Where is you guys want to see something crazy? Okay, so this is the code. It is, oh man, it's all collapsed. It's not as impressive if it's all collapsed. There is a lot of code that handles this stuff. As you can see, some of it's commented out. And this is the dungeon generation for the r/boss fight game that I never released. Here we have a little Band-Aid Man. Look at Band-Aid Man go. My programmer art is particularly bad, I feel. Here I've got like, look at my fancy little camera. It like follows you around, but like, it just smoothly transitions to being on you. And then we go over here. Whoa, you're in a hallway and it expands out. Look at that. Wow. Oh man. Anyways, so you can't tell. This is actually a quite elaborate dungeon generation. Whenever I enable certain aspects of the code, the rooms do actually have room types. Here we've got our map, right? And I believe, oh, how do I edit this? It's been a while. Here, right? So here we've got our little like 7x7 grid that lets me choose what rooms go where. I can proceduralize this. This is like manual. These are all different types of rooms. In nearby rooms, there is code so that like, for instance, here, right? If these two rooms are the same, it might like, oh man, it's not gonna give it to me. Hold on. Just pretend that the code did this and not me, right? So the walls between the rooms will actually like collapse and stuff. The code for it exists. Certain rooms like this one, the rooms near the hallway actually grow outwards to be a little bit bigger and makes the hallways smaller. As you can see, there's a little error right here where it doesn't know how to handle corners. I probably need to just refactor quite a bit of code. And it looks more impressive if the tile sets weren't so bad. So this is the r/boss fight game that I never finished. In case you were curious at what that looks like. And then you'd go into rooms. There might be stuff to loot. There might be like ominous people waiting for you to like dialogue with or battle. Whatever. It used to be mouse-based, like Slay the Spire, where like you click around and choose rooms and stuff. I found that was really boring. I tried a number of different things to make the Slay the Spire aspect just not so freaking boring. It doesn't work. Slay the Spire is a one-off, and they did it really well. But any clone of it's just really boring. At least to me. And so I found working on the games to be really unexciting. What else do I got going on? We're just gonna go through a whole bunch of stuff now. I'm in the mood. Here I've got like various like a Pokemon clone that was just me for academic reasons trying to work on that. This is me. I used to teach someone how to make RPG games. This is another game that is probably never going to see the light of day, much like the r/boss fight game. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? This one I just play with ducks though, so it's much nicer. We're gonna go ahead and close some of these projects out. I don't need all these windows. Hey, look, it's you guys. All right, so this is where is this? This was just me testing various things. So won't spoil too much. We're actually not going to talk about this at all, and you never saw that. Don't save. Where am I? Here we are. Look, hold on. All right, you guys ready for something awesome? This is my favorite thing I've ever done. This is when I peaked. Oh, I still got the flashlight. I don't need this light. We're not gonna spoil why you need a light, or why that exists. Really, we're just gonna overlook that. Look at these ducks. They run away. They are shy, but you can catch the babies. The babies are really stupid. Look at these ducks. They're cool. And then the ducks, they wait for you to go away, and then they go back to doing their thing. That's the whole point. That's the one. There's more planned for this. That's the only thing you need to know. There's ducks. There's ducks, and there's neat little like plants I came up with. There's actually a whole ecosystem I came up with, but I've only put 2 things in. It's this crazy looking like graph with like 1,000,000 points on it. So yeah, this is the first project I made. It's probably never gonna get released, but it makes me happy. There have been other projects. I might have deleted them. I don't know, but that's why the server isn't technically dead. Is it's just like I work on stuff. Maybe I'll release it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I need this one open. That's what I'm working on right now.